And we're talking about MARTA this morning here in the city of Atlanta, where some big changes will be implemented starting tomorrow. Doug Turnbull joining us now live this morning. Doug, you've been warning us for a while about May 2nd. It is here. Good morning to you, sir. What do we need to know?
Yeah, and you covered this dutifully this morning, Dan, and I actually just reached out to MARTA spokesperson Stephanie Fisher to try to iron out a couple of creases and details there, because even though MARTA is coming up with what will end up being a much more newer and simpler system where you can tap your mobile wallet on your phone or your credit or debit card to get in the gates without even having a MARTA Breeze card or MARTA app, MARTA is creating this whole new system that makes it easier with a new card if you want to use a MARTA Breeze card, a new MARTA Breeze mobile app if you want to use that, and new vending machines, but it's not all going online at once. And we've been in this gray area since late March where new fare gates have been installed at different stations like the ones behind me here at the Lindbergh station that have these clear sliding doors, and they open a lot faster. They're supposed to stop people from jumping fare or make it harder to jump fare, but they're not all going online at once. They're still being installed at a lot of stations. So MARTA's had this gray period where the gates in virtually every station have been open, Dan. So essentially people have been treating MARTA like it's free, even though MARTA has tried to stress it's not free. Well, starting over the weekend at the airport, the new fare gates went online. And people were showing up not realizing they needed to have either the new MARTA Breeze card or be prepared to pay with a mobile wallet or with their credit or debit card, and that caused confusion there. Starting tomorrow, all of the stations that have these new fare gates, those gates are not going to be open. They're open right here at Lindbergh, but tomorrow they will not be. So stations that have them already in place, the airport are already online, but also at the Ashby station, Buckhead, and Civic Center, May 2nd, tomorrow, those are going to go online. And then by Monday, May the 5th, they expect to have at least the new Breeze mobile vending machines up and maybe some of the fare gates working as well at Doraville, Dunwoody, East Point, Georgia State, H.E. Holmes. I'll list a few more: Kensington, Lenox, Lindbergh, Midtown, North Springs, Sandy Springs, three more: SEC District, Vine City, and West End. So by Monday, a lot of the system's going to be online for at least some sets of gates at those stations. Now, MARTA wants customers to know, Dan, that customers, even if they have old gates at their stations that are left open, should be prepared to pay somewhere on the system, because the buses have these new tap and pay systems, and a lot of the stations, I just listed a bunch, will or are about to. And passengers that our Grace King talked to recently and ones that I've talked to are excited about the change, but it is confusing in the meantime because, again, sometimes it's free and sometimes it's not. Well, a big change is coming tomorrow.
Okay, great update there, Doug. For me, one of the more confusing things when I've taken MARTA is trying to figure out the vending machine and trying to get my ticket to come out. I've just encountered problems. I don't know if it's just me. It's like that old joke, how many college grads is going to take to figure out how to screw a light bulb in? For me, it's like, how many friends can you have gathered around the MARTA machine trying to get your ticket? But you're saying it's going to be so much easier now because I can literally just tap my debit card and I get in?
That's correct. It'll be, if you've ridden the subway in New York or in London, which I've done both in recent times in the last few months, you don't have to have any special paraphernalia for the tube or the MTA in New York, okay? You just tap and go right in, and that's even changed in the last few years. Well, that's going to be the same with MARTA, but for people that aren't comfortable going directly to their checking or their credit card account, the MARTA is still going to have that Breeze card available, but it has to be a new one. The old system, which the old system was called the Breeze Mobile 2.0 app, and there was a blue or a whitish kind of Breeze card, those are going to be offline. And starting tomorrow, that intermediary period is over. Now, there are some concerns, Dan, people that had the old Breeze system. Well, hey, wait, I have $50 left over on my card. What do I do? Starting May the 5th and until October 30th, MARTA is giving a grace period where people can get in touch with MARTA customer service, and they're going to send out instructions on Monday, May the 5th, or Tuesday, May the 5th, rather, of how to switch that over. But for now, you're just going to have to start using the new system. Also, for people that have reduced fare Breeze cards, MARTA is mailing those out, so just be on standby for that if people that apply for those, that qualify for those.
I love it. Doug, great information. I think, a lot of people we were talking to this week, they are welcoming the tap to pay with the open arms, saying, it is 2026 after all. And hey, they made it just in time for the World Cup.
Yeah.
Month and a half away.